Hello all, my name is Adonis and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing an X return spread for all of my Taurus out there for the month of December. So without any further ado, let's jump in and see what the cards have to say. Sun, Rising, Venus, Jupiter, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter, Sun, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter, Sun, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. So the cards I need to see. Show me the cards in which I need to see. What kind of energy? What kind of energy are my Taurus is dealing with during the month of December? What kind of energy are my Taurus is dealing with during the month of December? What kind of energy are my Taurus dealing with during the month of December? Well, my Tauruses. It's looking interesting. It's looking interesting. So, right off the bat, my Tauruses, heartache. Heartache and heartbreak, baby. Right from the door. Right from the door. A third-party situation was initiated. And it is somewhat unhealthy because they was offering you love, apologies, and you're like, nope. Not trying to hear it, not trying to take it, don't want nothing to do with it. So that's what's going on with that. This individual was a younger at heart fire sign individual. Okay, Sagittarius, Aries, or Leo. Now, what's interesting about this situation is that they believe that they had the higher ground. Okay, so they were just kind of, playing, having fun, engaged in third-party situations. And I guess they was kind of feeling like, hey, listen, you're down with it because, hey, third-party situations, so celebrating, having a good time. So this fire sign individual looks like they're just in it for a good time. Now, with that being said, it looks as if this looks and this feels as though this is some type of like they kind of want their cake and they want to eat it too, if I'm completely honest with you here, because they're also looking for recognized victory. So that's telling me that, hey, they want to have a good time, want to celebrate, involve a third party situation, but they also want to recognize victory with you because they're looking to be with you for the long term as well. Okay, a long-term commitment. And I'm getting the sense here that maybe when they got with you, that was, or was trying to get with you, that's maybe what they had in mind. Like, hey, we're going to go out, and that they kind of wanted you to be there, roadie together out there, and things of that nature, kind of with the third party situation. And you kind of like weren't having it. And they were like, well, hey, maybe in time you'll kind of grow into it. Okay, and they thought, hey, I got the higher ground with this situation. So in time, they'll party, have a good time, so they kind of wanted you to be their partner in crime with their menage a trois. That's what it kind of looks like here, because again, we're dealing both here. We're dealing with a third party situation twice here. Once here, okay, with the whole initially, and then here with the whole celebratory situation, going out, having a good time, third-party situation, etc., etc. But, as I said before, it looks as if they thought that they could possibly win you over to their type of lifestyle. But they're realizing that, hey, things aren't going according to plan, all right? And so they're trying to figure out to themselves here with the Five of Swords here, should I continue to pursue this situation to get this individual to kind of move over to my type of thinking? Or should I just put the brakes on and say, yo, you know what? The best laid plans of mice and men often go astray. And just say, well, I guess they don't share my perspective on relationships. So this is definitely a younger fire sign individual that's looking to have their cake and eat it too. Want you to be their partner in crime when it comes to their menage a trois type of situation. And they tried once, didn't work. And okay, cool. Once they warm up to the idea, I can convince them of the idea that they came at you with it again. And it was like, you know, they wanted to recognize victory. Like there's nothing going here. So that's where that's at here. So that's what kind of energies you're dealing with right now, Taurus. Interesting. I'll leave it there. And so let's see what kind of energies are your ex currently dealing with? What kind of energies are my Taurus's ex dealing with? What kind of energies are my Taurus's ex dealing with? What kind of energies are my Taurus's ex dealing with? What kind of energies are my Taurus's ex dealing with? What kind of energies are my Taurus's ex dealing with? Show me cards I need to see. Show me cards that I need to see. Okay, here we go. Ooh. That's crazy. So, it doesn't appear that your ex is faring much better. Right out the gate, we got a 5 of Wands here. So that's conflict, arguments, upheaval, general upheaval. It appears all of this is going down with an earth sign individual, Capricorn, Taurus, or a Virgo. Okay. So there's conflicts and tensions and arguments with an earth sign individual. Now, this individual, this earth sign individual feels as though they have the higher ground here. Okay. Because they want a long-term commitment. They want long-term commitment. Possible marriage down the road at some point here. They're really passionate about being with your ex here, but with that being said here, 1 second here. All right, cool. But Cupido wanted to update midway through the reading. I'm like, no, go away. Anyway, so this earth sign individual wants to be with your partner, your ex rather, long term and things of that nature. But there's a lot of arguing, a lot of tension, and not overall conflict here. And now this individual is being they're watching, they're being very cautious. They're looking over their back because it looks as if your ex is looking to kind of shut it down. To be honest with you, it looks like your ex is kind of beginning to shut it down. This individual wants an opportunity with them, but they're just like, it looks like they're kind of like fighting and arguing all the time here. With that being said here, there's also this air sign individual, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius here. And this individual is a very logical individual, calls it right like it is. There's that individual. And there's also a water sign individual, Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio, that is, you know, truly, deeply, madly in love with your ex. But they also realize that your ex is kind of like at this point here where there's like a decision that needs to be made here. Either your ex is going to continue to deal with the situation that they're dealing with, or they're going to go in another direction here. So it looks like there's a lot of stuff going on here. Just to recap real quick here, what's going on. So you have an earth sign individual that your ex is currently dealing with, where there's arguing and fighting, emotional turmoil all over the place. One of them feels as though they have the higher ground. So one person in that particular situation feels as though that they're right and they want their way. As far as looks like someone wants to be serious about a relationship long term, and somebody's passionate about it. And the other person is very, very weary, very weary here when you have the 9 of Wands here. Very, very weary about a long-term commitment together with this earth sign. So there's conflict there. There's also, like I said, there's also an air sign and there's also a water sign as well in this spread for your ex as well, okay? So that's what's going on with them. So with that being said, let's see what are the chances of your ex and you getting back together? What are the chances of you and your ex getting back together? What are the chances of you and your ex getting back together? What are the chances of you and your ex getting back together? Show me cards I need to see. Show me cards I need to see. What are the chances of my Taurus and their ex getting back together? What are the chances of my Taurus and X getting back together. Some cards that need to see. One card wanted to pop out, so we definitely gonna take that. Well, I would have to say, let me read them first. 5 of Wands, arguments, tension, conflict. Okay. Now, either one or both of you wants to manifest your own reality. So you kind of want things, either you or them, or possibly even both of you want things to be a certain type of way. And you're trying to manifest that particular desire into a reality here. And then we have the 10 of Wands. So somebody is feeling like, you know what? It's going to be a real burden, a real pain in the ass to try to make things come together here. Okay? So, it just, honestly, it just seems like your ex is like a real argumentative type of person. There's like a lot of argumentative energy over there. They're arguing presently and having a lot of fights with the person that they're currently dealing with. And if they got back with you, there'd be a lot of argument, conflict, and tension as well as somebody feeling like it's a burden to kind of deal with all of that gook and that bullshit and that baggage. So I would say the chance of you guys getting back together this month would be new. Skull crossbones. Absolutely not. With that being said, let's see what additional information the spirits want to give before I shut this thing down. What additional information the spirits want to give before I shut this thing down? What additional information the spirits want to give before I shut this thing down? What additional information the spirits want to give before I shut this thing down? So, with that being said, Spirit wants to say that there are big happy changes on their way to you, my Taurus. So big happy changes are on their way, and it is going to be perfect timing. Perfect timing for these big happy changes to happen. Again, we're getting close to the end of the year. And so things, I'm feeling like these big happy changes and perfect timing for you probably is going to be taking place around the holidays, quite possibly around like between Christmas and New Year-ish. So at that point when it happens, take action, because I do believe there is something that's new and exciting waiting for you. Okay. So that's that. Now, quick housekeeping real quick. Last time I uploaded my Taurus video, something happened where as though most people were able to see it, but some people weren't for some particular reason. I communicated with YouTube, and they told me that on their end everything was working fine. It was just like some type of glitch or something like that. It was like it was like certain mobile devices couldn't really see the video and all that. So, yeah, and I tried to upload it again, but it wouldn't let me because it was like it's a duplicate file, etc., etc. And I had already got I think at that point I had like 1,000 views on it. So I took it down. It would have just, So here's the deal. I'm going to check and double check. This happens like every 100,000, 500,000 or something like that. Just so happens this time it happened to me. So YouTube is not a perfect science. If that does ever happen again, what I'm going to do is I'm going to upload that particular video to probably Instagram or something like that, so that you guys will still be able to see it. Okay, first time it's ever happened to me. Hopefully it's the last time it ever happens to me. So that's what that situation. So with that being said, and this particular time when I upload these, I'm going to check them on my tablet anyway to make sure that, because it wasn't showing up on my tablet either, which is kind of interesting. So here's the thing. I'm going to make sure everything is flowing real nicely. All right. And so we will never have that problem again. So let you guys know, I know a lot of people kept sending me requests. I was trying to get on top of it, and they didn't know what the hell was going on. So it was just like one of them things. All right. So that's that. So enough of that. Second thing. Sorry for the gruff look. This will probably the last set of videos I'm doing this, because I'm probably going to shave this shit tonight. All right. So getting back to the reading, this was a general X returns reading. If this does not resonate with you, hey, that's cool. It was not meant for you. If it did, hey, that's great. I'll leave the link below. You may want to get a personal reading to see exactly, what's going on in your particular situation. And if you haven't already, please like, please share, and please, please, please subscribe. I love you guys, and I will see you next time. My name is Adonis. Bye-bye.